Hi, it's Anne-Marie from Charmed Life Therapy. You know, hypnosis is an incredibly powerful tool, and one of probably the most important people in hypnosis was a gentleman called Milton Erickson, and he worked with very severely, you might want to call them mentally handicapped people at times, people that often had psychoses that had been written off. And what he believed in, and what I believe in too, is in meeting people where they are at. So not just saying to somebody, oh, get over it, tomorrow will be a brighter day and all of the rest of it. You've got to meet them where they are. You've got to kind of establish some rapport, some foundation. So sometimes you have to acknowledge what they are going through, and he had ways of doing it very quickly and competently, and also with that slight element of hypnotic shock that can be very important. And one time there was a psychosis patient that he introduced himself to, and this guy, you know, was going around saying that he believed he was Jesus. So, you know, to most people, you can't get much further gone than that. And Milton Erickson didn't try to dispute that or thwart it, but what he did do was say, oh, hello, you know, kind of nice to meet you. Isn't your father a carpenter? You know, kind of, that was Joseph's role, wasn't it? And it's like, maybe you would be interested in helping with these shelves, helping this workman that's doing this job. And that was kind of surprising to the patient, A, in that somebody acknowledged his belief and wanted to utilize him, you know, utilize his story, if you like, in order to do something useful. And that guy got engaged around the hospital in doing, you know, these kinds of jobs, carpentry jobs. And eventually that guy resolved his psychosis, resolved that need to be Jesus, because he developed a skill, a gift, a talent, something that he could use, something that could distract his mind, something useful. And, you know, he walked away from that and had a different life. And so my message today is basically never count yourself fully out, because you have no clue what hypnosis might be able to do for you and meeting you where you're at right now. And if any of that sounds of interest, if you're really far gone, you can always book a free call with me.